obviously we were excited about winning both the men and the women. You know, it's something we want to do always when we're competing at home. But I think as important as that, we got to see some really good marks come out of the meet, and you know, that's something that it gives me confidence. It should give the athletes themselves confidence that you know, that the training is working. You know, that they are getting better, and we're beginning to see the fruits of our labor, I guess, if you will. And I think we had 15 or 16 new qualifying marks go up. At the conclusion of the meeting, we had a team meeting, and I asked the kids if they had any kind, you know, seasonal best, personal best, or qualifying marks, and I'm going to say probably 75% of the kids raised their hand. So not only the qualifying marks that we got and the wins that we got that were good, just everybody from top to bottom, we had people improving and getting better. And that's typical for this meet, and it should be. You know, I think one of the things that we dealt with this weekend that is a little unusual for the ASU relays is the weather wasn't great for us, at least not for what we were trying to do. So they, you know, got some good marks in some events in conditions that really weren't that great. Jamie Gecker broke school record in the 10,000 meters, and we typically don't run a 10K with our meet, but the way the schedule shook out this year, we weren't able to get into a 10K earlier in the season. You don't want to run too many of them in a season. You don't run them too close to the conference championship. And so we started looking at the calendar last week, and you know, we said, hey, you know, it's a possibility we can run one early in the morning. And it was nice and cool, which was good for those kids. Unfortunately, the wind was blowing pretty good during that time period, and so, you know, he got a school record there, and Annifer Flores that won the women's, she got a personal best there. So really excited those kids, because those were some good marks in really adverse conditions for that race. That had everything to do with when the indoor national championship meet was. Normally our spring break heptathlon, decathlon, or multi-event is during the spring break. Well, this year the indoor national meet was during the spring break. So we had to push it a week later. Well, when we moved it a week later, really we try to have at least 3 weeks between multi-event competitions, allow those kids to totally recover. And had we done it this past week, it would have only been about 14 days recovery. So we just decided to move it a week later. Still gives us our minimum 3 weeks going into the conference championship. So a little different, but I think it's going to work out well for us. Oh yeah. We'll have right now at least 2 or 3 other schools have already sent their entries in. So it'll be good. Maybe not quite as big as the spring break one, but it'll be a good field size, and there'll be some good competition there. At least 1, maybe 2 Division I schools sending some kids, so it'll be good. Well, there's a bunch of them, obviously. You know, I think Jasmine Ambodi had a great day. You know, when you look at what she was able to do in the 400 hurdles, triple jump, and then came back and ran a great leg on her mile relay for us. You know, that young lady is tearing it up right now. Jordan Gray had a breakthrough in the 100 hurdles, was able to get a seasonal best and a personal best there in a big way. We hadn't run under 14 ever, and she dropped down and ran 13:72, so that was great. Obviously, Jamin broke school record, and that was exciting. We had Chance Chambers, basketball kid, came out and hit a good solid provisional mark and won the long jump for us. Our women's sprint relay hit a provisional mark, so that was exciting. Luis Perez had hit a really good 400 hurdle time. So there was quite a few, but probably if I was going to pick a breakout performance, it might have had to have been Jasmine. On the basis of her 400 hurdles, that she ran an automatic qualifying time in the preliminaries and turned around and repeated it in the finals, and then had a huge personal best in the triple jump in between the two. So. Well, you know, I think Robert knew when he broke the record that somebody else was going to come along and try to break it, just like he had been trying to break Brian's record. But you know what I tell those kids when they get a school record is, you know, that's good for the program, because just like Robert did when he broke it, he set the bar a little bit higher, and Jamin broke it, and hopefully he can break it again before the year's up. You know, records are made to be broken, and I think anytime we're breaking records, that means that you know, the quality is getting better and better, and that is a result of the kids that come before. And that's a charge that I give our kids every year, that hey, we have great tradition, and we've got great records and all that in track and field, and that's due in part to every kid that comes and has come before them, and the charge to each group every year is to continue that tradition. So I think that's a big part. And